Hey everyone, so this video is going to be another MakerBand tutorial, but this one will be helping you set up Fly in your rooms to essentially give it to whoever you think or you want to have the role. But obviously you don't want everyone to have it, or maybe you do. Either way, this video is going to cover all that. So yeah, start off with, you're going to want to grab your watch. In your watch menu, you should be right here at your home. You're going to go to this room, and up here on these top tabs, you're going to press Settings. Now once you're in your settings, you're going to go over to Roles, and this will be different depending on the room you're in. If you've just made a room, it's very likely that 3 roles you see are eliminated, in-game, and everyone. If so, everyone is going to mean everyone, or if you use a preset room such as Park like this, you'll see that role is Park. Regardless, if you like to give everyone Fly, you're going to press Settings, right next to that, which will spawn in your MakerBand. You're going to grab that and it'll open up this configuration menu where you can press Can Fly, Override, and slide that over to Yes. And now you'll see that whenever you hold down your bottom button, your A or your X button, you can fly just like so. And as you point, you can fly. Now, maybe you don't want everyone to have Fly. In that case, we're going to pull out our MakerBand again, go back to our settings, turn that off. Alright, so now you can see I can't fly. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our MakerBand menu, open the palette, and go over to Gadgets, Game Chips, Next Page, and press Roll Chip. I'm going to spawn one of those in, and we're going to press Configure in our MakerBand menu to configure this role. Now we're going to change this name to, I guess, whatever you'd like, but in my opinion, I just like to use the role Fly. Press OK. Now we're going to edit this role, override Can Fly, and slide it over to Yes, just like we did before. Now this Fly role has the ability to fly. But we don't have this role, so we can't fly. How do you change that? There's a few ways. Maybe you want to press a button for it. If so, you're going to go over to the same page you got the roll chip from, go over one to the right, and spawn in a roll mapper chip. Now you're going to go to Props, Dynamic, and spawn in a button. Now, we're going to configure this button before we do anything else, and press Send Player as Signal Output. Now we can wire this red wire right here, which says when button is pressed, and move that right over here to the player tab of this roll mapper chip. Now we're going to configure the roll mapper chip and change this to add player role and select the role you've created. So in my case, it'd be Fly. Now, when you press this button, notice I can't fly. Now I can. There we go. Now maybe you want a button to remove that. Now, we're going to do the same thing we did last time, but I'm going to clone this roll mapper chip and clone this button, which will already have my configuration set. And this time I'm going to configure the roll mapper chip to do remove player role. Now I can wire the red part over to this red part. And now, whenever I press this button, you'll notice I can no longer fly. So, that's going to be how you do it with a button. Now maybe you want everyone who is a certain rank in your game to have this role. Well, in that case, you're going to open up your watch, go back over to your settings in this room, go to Permissions, and let's say you want to give it to everyone that has host. So everyone who has host, you want to be able to fly. You want to go to the settings on host, go to MISC, and you're going to click Auto Assign Game Roles Override, Edit, Add Role, and you're just going to type in whatever you named that role over there. So it's important to remember that. Remember, I just named it Fly, so I'll just add Fly, press Done, and there you go. Now anyone that has host will be able to fly. If you're above host, you will also have the ability to fly because you also have these permissions, as you can see here. So, maybe you only want it to get to co-owner. In that case, same thing applies. Settings, auto-assign game roles, edit, add role, type in your role name, add, done, and there you go. Now only co-owners can fly. Well, co-owners and host, because I didn't remove it. But you can just remove it easily by either turning off the override or edit and press X right there. And just like that, only co-owners and above can fly now. So, if this helped you at all, please make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, comment any tutorials you'd like to see in the future.